Welcome Gandhi, to this edition of Army Analysis here on Madaxeman TV.
Thank you, Philip. It is great to be here.
Okay, let's get right into the analysis. Tell me what's good about the Moslem Indian Army then?
Oddly enough, it's not what you think. I mean, it's not all about the 6 elephants.
Really? Okay then, what is in the list to float my boat? What should I be looking for?
There are a lot of solid, but admittedly not that exciting cavalry archer swordsmen for starters.
But aren't you only allowed up to 12 as superior?
Well, yes, but 12 is a lot really.
It's less than 24, or less than 16 even.
Yes, I suppose that is true.
So, there are 12 half-decent cavalry, and a compulsory 8 average ones which are pretty rubbish really, aren't they?
I wouldn't say rubbish, I'd just say you need to be careful where you use them.
Most people would recommend using them as other troops, and using them in an army where they get to be superior.
That's not entirely fair.
I think it is.
Actually, on reflection you may be right. Anyway, the army also has lots of warrior foot. So make sure you pick them in big units of 8 as you will need the extra size to avoid cohesion tests from shooting, and because it means you have a better chance of getting overlaps against traditional units of 6.
And what are these warriors armed with? Armor? Muskets? Swords?
Most are archers.
Archers with swords, with armor?
No, just archers. Unarmored. Makes them cheap though, so you can get a lot of them.
I'm so unimpressed I might fall asleep right now. Any guns?
Oh yes. Up to 24 arc with Biziers after 1601, and 6 pieces of artillery.
So, that's the same 1601 as many other armies start to change from arquebus to musket.
Well, sort of, yes. But they are still all warriors, so if someone charges them they will be good in overlap.
So, shooting infantry who are not that good at shooting, nothing special in actual combat, but good when fighting against no opposition. Brilliant, I can see how you can build an entire strategy out of that.
And there are Lightfoot with bombs too.
Bombs? They sound cool. How do they work in the rules then?
Well, no one really knows, which is an advantage.
Why is that an advantage?
Because they are a bit rubbish really, but the psychological effect of not knowing can be pretty scary sometimes.
So then, going back to the beginning, you were telling me how this army has a lot more to offer than just the elephants.
Yes, I was.
But as we sit here now, listening to what you've said, I'm starting to think that this army pretty much only has the elephants to offer. Is that right?
I suppose so.
Okay then, nice to have cleared that one up. Can I thank our guest Mr. Gandhi, and I look forward to seeing you again in another episode of Army Analysis here on Madaxeman TV.